What is up, all you freaks out there? This is Ryan.
And this is CR. How you doing, Ryan?
I am doing good. Hope everyone's having a great caramel apple day.
I missed those being handed out, but today that's not the right thing to do.
Yeah, they have the really fancy caramel apples these days. It's got all like the nuts and stuff, and they'll cover them in like Reese's Pieces or like marshmallows.
Right.
I don't think I've ever gotten a caramel apple for Halloween from when I went trick or treating.
I think I did once or twice, but that was the exception to the rule.
Yeah, it's a lot to make caramel apples.
Yeah.
Especially if you have a lot of kids in the neighborhood, you know?
Right.
But you can go to like go to the stores and you can buy like they have them on sale. I think they have them on sale like Kroger for like $15.
It's not bad.
But
I mean, you got to understand, when you were a kid and I were a kid, it was a different time. And the handing out unwrapped things in, things that aren't commercially made is kind of frowned upon. But, that was the thing back in the day. I remember carameled apples, popcorn balls.
But yeah, you would it's like you would trust your neighbors. You knew your neighbors, and they would
Well, because you generally went trick-or-treating in your own neighborhood, so you knew the people, that was handing out candy.
Yeah. I used to go when I was obviously RJ's age. My dad would take me, but once I got to be like 10, I was, out roaming the streets on my own with my friends, and get back when you get back. Now it's like there's no way I would let my kids walk around by themselves.
No, and even I remember doing it when I was in high school in like 2000, 2003. That was
Mm-hmm.
fine to just kick your kids out and let them roam around the neighborhood. But in today's society, it's really different.
It really is. It's sad that it's like that. But nowadays, we're out there today, and there are people driving around in golf carts and in the cars and stuff. And
right.
Back in my day, we earned our candy. We walked.
So let me ask you this: back when you were trick or treating, did you have a candy bucket or did you have a pillowcase?
I had the orange pumpkin with the black handle.
Okay.
So we're an old school.
Yep. So I have my dad's version of that, and it was one of the bigger ones. But I remember when I was like junior high school, all we do is just go to the linen closet and grab a pillowcase.
I think I moved to the pillowcase when I was older, like when I was again middle school. I graduated to the pillowcase. But when I was younger, of course, you want to carry on the orange pumpkin.
Right.
But when you get older, like middle school, you feel kind of lame doing that. So you're like, I'm going to use the pillowcase because I don't be carrying out a pumpkin.
Right. Yeah, I see.
So Howie, he did the pillowcase too.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just, to me, it was something that was easy for, a kid at that time to just go into the the linen closet and grab.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, that was cool because if you were in the know of people that would just hand out a bunch of candy, because there were some people in our neighborhood that knew us that would give us like 2-3 handfuls of candy.
That's awesome. That's always good. Always good to have the inside track on the good candy.
Or you knew the house where they would hand out full-size candy bars. That was always fun.
Like one year, Rihanna, I took her trick or treating in my dad's neighborhood, and this was the kind of the time when the younger kids had grown up and weren't trick or treating anymore. So the houses would get all the good candy, but there would be no one to give them to because the kids weren't really trick or treating. So I take her out there, and she'd get like full size candy bars, but she'd be like, take as much as you want because no one's coming to see us.
Right.
So she was super excited that year because of all the good candy she got.
So do you remember your parents ever going through your candy haul at the end of the night?
Oh yeah.
No. I mean, they would like let me have like a few pieces, because I had to go to bed eventually.
Right.
But they weren't worried about finding razor blades and apples or whatever they said it was going to happen.
I think that really only recently came to be in like maybe the late or mid to late 80s, early 90s.
I think it's one of those things where it probably wouldn't have happened, but then since people talk about it so much, it gave somebody an idea. They're like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to stick a razor blade in an apple, and it's like, how can you not tell there's a hole in the apple where the razor blade went? And if someone's passing out apples on Halloween, you should be suspicious because nobody passes out apples on Halloween.
No. I mean, and like we were saying about caramel apples, that was the exception to the rule. Maybe there was, I think out of the two neighborhoods that I grew up in, I think there was maybe one neighbor in those neighborhoods that was handing out carameled apples.
And back then, getting caramel apple it's like a more appreciated than it would be now. I think if you try to start handing out a caramel apple these days, kids will be like, "What the hell is this?"
Right. I don't want that slop.
You're giving me an apple? God. But I mean, I guess back in the day, people would hand out apples and fruit. Okay. Angie's got a cheese grater from TikTok. It's her new toy. I'm excited about it. Yeah, it's one of those things you crank, you stick it on, it locks in place, and you crank.
Oh, that's cool.
We can hand out cheese dishes next year for Halloween.
Right. Yeah, I didn't hand out any candy. My wife Nikki's actually doing that right now.
You're an hour behind. We're at 9 o'clock here. We're all
done. It's about 9 after 8, and I think last year we were about done handing out candy at this time.
Yeah, we all went trick or treating tonight. We didn't bother buying candy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we should have. We could have put a bucket outside, but
yeah,
the kids around here, they would one kid would have dumped all the candy into their bucket and left.
Well, and you've always got that one kid in the neighborhood that does that.
Yeah, take one handful.
Yep.
That's right. So what is your?
What's that?
What usually when I'm done, when Christmas comes around, I always have a few pieces of candy left that I don't eat, which would be like the orange flavored Tootsie Roll Pops, the chocolate flavored Tootsie Roll Pops, and like Tootsie Rolls in general because they're gross. What candies do you usually have left over at the very end?
Usually we don't. I mean, I mean,
You're
she
a kid.
does. She does
You're,
gift
when you were a
bags.
kid.
Yeah. Oh, when I was a kid.
Yeah, when you were a kid.
Oh, I think not the gobstoppers, but the jawbreakers.
The Jawbreakers.
Yep.
I never had those.
Because
Angie
those
loves
took a while.
Jawbreakers. There is this bag of candies called the Fun Mix, and it's got like Tootsie Rolls and Sixlets and
Yeah.
Jujubes and like every candy that is just gross.
That's called Child's Play now.
That's what it's called?
It's called Child's Play.
Child's Play.
It's awful.
It's all Milk Duds and Jujubes.
I love Milk Duds.
Yeah, Angie likes Milk Duds.
My favorite was bottle caps.
Yeah.
Google it.
Let's see.
It's called Child's Play.
Let me see Child's Play candy. Let's see what's in that. Child's Play candy mix. Like the movie, you want to die when you eat it. Okay. The Child's Play candy mix. It's got Dots, Tootsie Rolls,
Mhm.
the flavored Tootsie Rolls, Tootsie Roll Pops, the long Tootsie Rolls. I think that's it.
We'll see, and I don't mind any of that. Maybe the dots because they're a little sticky, but I don't mind any other of those.
I think I don't really mind. I will eat the Tootsie Roll Pop, but I'll just still eat the Tootsie Roll part of it. I would take a Charms Blow Pop over a Tootsie Roll Pop any day of the week.
Yeah.
You ever get boxes of raisins?
Yeah, I always used to throw those away.
Howie says candy corn, the only candy that's recycled year after year. It's recycled right with the fruitcakes that come out every Christmas.
Right. So what was your sought after candy that you would look for every year in your bag?
Oh man. Hang on. I think I like the fruity candies. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I like the fruity candies. Like I like Sweet Tarts and stuff.
Right.
Reese's peanut butter cups, of course, Twix. But like Smarties, I like those too.
Yeah.
Candy bars, I like Snickers. I'm not really a big fan of like Milky Ways or whatever.
Yeah.
But the usual suspects. What about yourself?
My two favorite were bottle caps and
I forgot about bottle caps.
Pixie sticks.
Howie knows about me and Pixie sticks.
Yeah, I would straight up snort a Pixie stick if I got it.
God. I love those things. Especially like the grape flavored Pixie sticks.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
Oh,
and
if you can get the giant Pixie stick, those are even better.
God. It's like me and like drinking. I can't handle it like I used to. The sugar is just like, oh my, I don't think I could do a giant Pixie stick.
Yeah.
I would take I would go get Pixie sticks at the Dollar Tree and use them on investigations to stay awake. Pixie sticks and like Mountain Dew or whatever.
Nice. Yeah. So what is your favorite costume that you had? Either when you were like a kid or like in high school?
God. I don't know. 'Cause I mean, none of them really stand out.
Mm-hmm.
I went as a pirate, went as God, Donald Duck one year, Batman. Those were the kind where you have the kind you get like a Toys R Us, whatever. With
yeah. Yep.
the plastic mask.
Plastic face mask.
Yeah, that plastic apron you'd wear. And you try to tie it around you, but the string would probably break as you're tying it, so you look like you're wearing a smock.
Right.
But then the mask would the string would snap as you try to put it on. And it
Smack yourself in the back of the head.
Yeah.
I remember one year. It's weird that I remember kindergarten, but my friends and I, Ghostbusters was really popular then. And we didn't plan it, but we all showed up in the Toys R Us Ghostbusters kit. And I think my buddy even had one of the traps.
Well, that's funny. I remember I dressed up as Tim the Toolman Taylor from Home Improvement one year.
Improvement.
Yeah, I wore a shirt and tie and wore a tool belt.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was like, it wasn't very. It was like a last minute, put it together.
Right. I think we've all had those.
I remember I used to go get our costumes at J.C. Penney's. For some reason, I remember getting my costume at J.C. Penney's at the mall, and I guess they had a Halloween section, and we'd go like that day, and we get the costume Halloween, and then you would go trick or treating,
right?
That night. Did you guys carve? How long before Halloween did you guys carve your pumpkins?
I think when I was a kid, if we did them, I think it was maybe the week of, or
Same here,
like
a few days before.
Yeah.
I remember my
because otherwise it just sits there and rots.
Yeah. I don't know why you'd bother trying to carve a pumpkin like in the middle of October.
Right.
Especially if it's like standard drug. Yeah.
Yeah.
God. I remember People's Drug.
Oh, he says in Woolworths too.
Yeah.
Which I'm too young to remember Woolworths, but my mom remembers them, and the lunch counter.
There are a few drugstores around here that have got lunch counters. There's a Mechanicsville Drug, and there's another drugstore, but I forgot what it was called in Mechanicsville. So it's got a lunch counter. But I remember my dad would bring home the big pumpkin, and we would be like, "Oh my God!" Super excited,
right,
about it. And we've got Angie brought home like 4 big pumpkins when you only carved like 2 of them.
Yeah. Nikki, my wife just got the little small ones this year. The ones that you paint over carving, which is just a little easier,
It is. And you can buy those styrofoam ones now that you can carve. But it's not the same.
No,
you gotta get your hand in the goop.
Yeah.
And take it out,
Yeah, and the thing that my dad always did is he would, we would scoop it all out, and then he would go through it. He'd pull all the seeds, dry the seeds out, and or season the seeds, and then throw them in a pan in the oven, and you'd have pumpkin seeds to chew on.
Oh, pumpkin seeds, roasted pumpkin seeds are really good. I'm looking at the history of candy corn. So we're gonna educate you guys. We can put your learning hats on. We're gonna learn about the joys of candy corn. All right, you ready for this?
I'm a fan of it. And there's two camps. You either like it or you don't like it.
I am the don't like it.
Camp. I'll take all your candy corn then.
I will send it to you. I will send you all my candy corn.
On the flip side, are you a fan of circus peanuts?
Hell no.
No.
Yeah, me neither.
I do like Biddle Honeys and Mary Jane's though.
Oh yeah,
those were good.
Root beer barrels are my favorite too.
God, those are like old school. Or those strawberries that
Yeah.
had the juice inside of them.
Yep.
Oh
All
man,
right. Let's
that's
learn
old
about
school candy right
corn.
there. The Dad's root beer barrels.
Oh yeah.
Get a bag of Whorehound.
Oh, my grandpa always had Whorehound or Werther's Originals in the glove box.
Honey O's. Yeah. You can buy the old fashioned sugar dusted Whorehound candies and like
So good.
over at the Cracker Barrel.
Yep. I usually either get a bag of the Whorehound or the lemon drops that they have.
Those are good. Or the Zots. Those are good.
Cracker Barrel, aka the Honky Bucket.
Yeah. And they got some good food there. You would get the grandpa's special breakfast, or I forgot what it's called. Like the grandpa sampler, the breakfast sampler, or whatever.
Yeah. Nikki will go broke in the store.
It's a fun store to look around, especially like during the holidays, like
Right.
on Halloween or even Christmas. You seeing all the decorations and stuff.
Yep.
Or when they have the fire in the fireplace. That's awesome. Howie likes Chico Stick.
Chico Stick.
Chico Stick.
Don't know if I've ever heard of that one.
They look like,
Can you come help me?
I forgot. They look like almost like. Have you ever seen those like twigs back in the day? Like cheese crack. I think they're coconut flavored things.
Let me look it up here.
Oh yeah, look it up. So I'm going to teach you guys about candy corn while you're looking it up. Candy corn is a small pyramid-shaped candy, typically divided into 3 sections of colors, with a wavy texture and a flavor based on honey, sugar, butter, and vanilla. It is a staple candy of the fall season and Halloween in North America. You can get candy corn any time of year now. They have Easter candy corn, and they have Christmas candy corn.
Interesting.
Yeah, they had I saw like elf flavored, but elf candy corn was different flavors.
Elf flavored.
Elf flavored candy corn. But it was like, warm hot chocolate, but sugar cookie flavored candy corn. They had Thanksgiving dinner flavored candy corn, which was like mashed potatoes, stuffing, green bean flavored candy corn. That's
no thanks. No, I draw the line.
Candy corn traditional colors of yellow, orange, and white represent the colors of the fall harvest or of the corn on the cob, with the wide yellow end resembling a corn kernel. Candy corn has a reputation for generating polarizing responses, with articles referring to it as Halloween's most contentious sweet. People either love or hate it. Chicken feed was the original candy name, with production starting in the late 1800s. It was first invented in the 1880s by Wonderly Candy Company employee George Renninger. Wonderly Candy Company was the first to produce the candy in 1888. The Goelitz Confectionery Company, now called Jelly Belly, there you go.
All right,
I know Jelly Belly.
Good stuff.
Began manufacturing the product in 1898. While Jelly Belly still makes candy corn, the largest manufacturer of candy corn is Brock's Confections, owned by the Ferrari. Brock's has got their hands in everything. And Brock's candy is always like just okay. I don't know anybody who just loves Brock's candy, but it's like always there. Like the Starlit Mints, that's Brock's, some of the.
Yeah. And you always knew the houses that had Brock's candies. We always used to steer clear.
There's always like some old person,
Right.
Brock's was probably popular back in like the 1920s, but it still sticks around.
Yeah.
Like
it's okay when you're in a pinch for it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I like the Brock cinnamon discs. I'll eat those.
Oh yeah.
I like the candy. I like the mints at Christmas time. I'll eat those.
Hmm.
I'll do that. Or the jelly beans.
Yeah. Just the standard Brock's jelly beans.
Now they call them jelly bird eggs.
Well, see, and that's something that we always had for Easter were the Brock's jelly beans.
Do what? I'm sorry.
We always had those for Easter. The Brock's
Yeah.
jelly beans.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised they don't have jelly beans all year or Halloween jelly beans.
Right.
They probably do. I just didn't see them. Brock's makes approximately 7 billion pieces of candy corn per year and possesses 85% of the total share of the candy corn industry during a Halloween season. Along with the agriculture-inspired treats in the late 19th century, America's confectioners sought to market candy corn to a largely rural society. During the late 19th century, buttercream candies molded into types of nature-inspired shapes, including chestnuts, turnips, and clover leaves, were popular. But what made candy corn stand out was its bright, iconic tri-layer coloring.
Right.
So you could have had candy chestnuts, or candy turnips,
Right.
instead of candy corn if that had caught on.
If they would have had their way with it.
Yeah, imagine having candy turnips. Although it was currently most popular in the fall, candy corn was only sometimes associated with the fall and Halloween seasons. For the first half of the 20th century, candy corn was a well-known penny candy or bulk confectionery, and it was advertised as an affordable and popular treat that could be eaten all year round. It's like those like Boston baked beans.
Oh yeah.
Or like we used to get them in like the small boxes where it'd be like lemon heads, the Boston baked beans, or like the Red Hots.
Yeah.
Which for a while was only a Valentine's Day candy.
Yeah.
Or was it lemon heads?
Lemon heads are my favorite.
Yeah, those are good. I wonder if you can still get those in like the small, or where if you can still get Boston baked beans.
We can get them. I know we sell them at our local Ace. I know our dollar store has them. You just gotta look for them.
They're probably like the bottom shelf of the candy that no one looks at. I'm gonna go to the dollar store
where nobody's looked for in 10 years.
Exactly. Dust off. It's got like a layer of dust on top, so you can't really see it. You got to blow the dust off.
Right.
It's like Indiana Jones finding the Holy Grail or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like,
you look at the best of date. It's 1999.
Yeah. You got to swap it out over a giant boulder is going to follow you through the. No one's touched these things in years.
Right. Oh, so here's an interesting thing. I was watching. So our Fox affiliate up here is Channel 9, and there's a show every day called Jason's Show, and Jason has been having Dave Schrader on his show lately, and he had Dave Schrader on his show today. And, of course, it's Halloween. So Jason is dressed up as a Sky Miles Amex card. And then Dave was dressed up as Indiana Jones. He did a really good job. But the last time that Dave was on the show, he brought his haunted doll collection.
Oh.
And, sat down on the couch, pulled them out, and they actually had some interactions with the dolls on the show. But after the show, he actually lent those dolls to one of the cameramen, and the cameraman did his own investigation, and that was interesting.
What happened with the dolls? The investigation.
Just a little. They didn't show a lot of it, but basically, what they'd show is when he was like moving around the room, their heads would turn and follow him. Or you'd hear like a little laughter.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I mean, they're active, but, and it's like, like our friend Lisa Murray. She's got dolls. People like the doll thing. Me, no, that's not my forte. I'll go out and investigate places, and if there happens to be a doll there, I'll deal with it there. But I don't know. Yeah, haunted dolls just aren't my thing.
It's, I think it takes a special kind of person to deal with that kind of stuff. The dolls and stuff. It's just
it definitely depends on your level of comfortability and how long you've been in what we do.
Yeah. I think, I enjoy investigating. I enjoy, going places, but I also want my house to be, as
Right.
spirit free as I can make it.
It's our sanctuary. It's our place to come and be who we are and drop our guard. And that's the biggest thing for me doing investigations is I want to be able to do an investigation on my term, whereas I don't bring anything back or I don't have a huge attachment,
Yeah.
So as long as I can pick and choose places that I want to go, I think that's for me, and I've got my protections. I have prayers that I say. So
yeah, I mean, it's like you said, it's having your place be someplace, your home be someplace where you can, feel safe.
Right.
And it's like, if you choose to do that and bring things home and have it with you, that's just, again, it takes a special kind of person.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'll be right back.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, and that's my biggest, that was my biggest determining factor on starting my own group, Spirit Investigators Paranormal, because all of us can have a say in where we go, and I think that is a big thing with a investigation group is not just having a director and a co-director, but the way that I do it is I toss out investigation locations to everybody, and we talk about it.
That's a good thing. Hang on.
Yeah, Annie.
If there is anybody listening or watching, I know we've probably got one or two.
No more candy, RJ. No.
Who here remembers the blizzard of 91?
Go to bed.
The Halloween blizzard of 91. I was in grade school at the time, and we lived in Apple Valley, Minnesota. And I remember going to bed and it was green out. And then I remember waking up to my dad having to climb out a window to get outside because we lived in a trailer park, and it had banked all three of our escape doors.
Oh my God.
So he had to climb out, and then our driveway was kind of sunken, and he could not find the cars. The cars were buried. So he called into work that day, and he was basically shoveling all day long.
I've never had it snow on Halloween. I barely had snow on Christmas down here. Maybe a dusting on Christmas. The most we have is maybe a cold rain or something.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Karen Adrian Zarn. She's watching tonight.
Oh, hey Adrian. So I found these. I found the.
Are those the different flavored ones?
Yeah. So they had green beans, roasted turkey, cranberry sauce, and stuffing, and then apple pie and coffee.
And one more. I might be venturous enough to try the apple pie and coffee, but the Sunday dinner in a corn candy form, I don't think so.
We did a taste test. I bought them like a few years ago. We did a taste test of it, and I don't know what happened to it. But I'll give you a spoiler. It wasn't very good.
Yeah, I mean,
As shocking as that sounds,
right.
green bean flavored candy corn wasn't great.
You wouldn't think it would be.
Yeah, I mean, the turkey wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
Are they like a jelly bean where you'd have one green bean flavor in the pack and like a couple other like turkey flavor ones, or are they all together?
They're all together.
Ew.
But no, it's like you have a green one, the green bean, then you have a brown one, like a dark brown one for like turkey.
Yep.
And then a slightly lighter brown for stuffing, and then like the red one, I guess, was candy corn. Let's see if there's. Yeah, okay. See, there's green right here. That was green bean.
Yep.
I guess this was cranberry sauce. But like it's like a whole different shades of brown over here. Where it's like, is it the turkey? Is it the coffee? Is it the apple?
Just not that appetizing.
But I think a lot of times, like, this has got to be something where it's like,
Pretzels.
People are going to buy it just for something different.
Right.
Buttercream candy corn. Buttersweet candy corn. There's the Easter candy corn right here.
See, and those are just different colors.
Yeah. Pastels for Easter.
Dad, what's my rainbow?
It does look like a rainbow. I remember there was these sodas that came out. The Kroger made them a few years ago, and one of them, they came like little small cans, but one of them was candy corn flavored soda.
Huh.
No, it's candy cane.
No, it was a candy corn flavored soda too. It came in a small can. But yeah, there was candy cane flavored soda, which we do have a taste test of. We did it at the cabin.
Okay.
But the candy corn flavored was just pretty much carbonated sugar.
Interesting.
It's like no other flavor. I guess maybe like a cream soda flavor, which is strange because I like cream soda, but this was like super sweet.
So here's a question. Oreo cookie or Hydrox?
I mean, I like Oreos because I used to think, because I know Hydrox is the original, but I'd my mom would get me Hydrox from the store. I'd be like, what is it? What is this knockoff Oreo mess?
Well, see, and I was the other way around because my grandma always, for some reason, she always had, and maybe because they were cheaper, but she always had Hydrox in the cupboard.
Hydrox is old school right there. What do you like? I like Nutter Butters.
Oh, Nutter Butters are amazing. But the last time I was going to get a pack of Nutter Butters, they only had the family pack, and it was like $6.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't spend $6 on Nutter Butters.
No.
You have Archway cookies up there?
I've never heard of those.
They had some really good molasses cookies. But they stopped making them.
Why?
I don't know. It was kind of made me mad. RJ's eating wild berry Skittles.
Oh, that sounds
What's your
good.
favorite candy, RJ?
They don't. I like all candy.
All the candies, even corn candy?
Even candy corn.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I have to look whether or not he's adopted because
you're raising them right, I guess.
what is your least favorite candy?
They don't.
Skittles? Eat Skittles as your least favorite candy?
And Oreos.
He's choking them down. Yeah, Oreos are my least favorite candy too.
My
don't like
my
Oreos.
least favorite is circus peanuts. I hate those. They're
I don't
like
like
it's
marshmallow
like
things.
chewing on styrofoam,
Yeah, packing peanuts.
right? So how's the cabin these days? You been
Oh,
out
it's going good.
What is it?
The church is all the best.
We've got an investigation on Saturday,
Okay.
and then we've got the
Unstoppable.
the Christmas event coming up here. Sorry. Oh, here.
Thanks.
And in December. Ugh. But yeah, we've it's going good.
Well, that's
We've
good.
got people come in. We had people come in for Halloween last weekend. They had like two teams come in Friday and Saturday. I think Austin's gonna go back sometime in December for his solo investigation out there.
Okay.
And then they're gonna do one last investigation out there as a team.
I've been watching them lately. I've been just show holing their stuff.
I've been watching your channel.
Yeah, cool.
As far also I've been watching they were known as Destination Fear on Travel Channel.
Project Fear.
Project Fear. Yep.
If you get a chance, watch Sam and Colby. They're doing some cool stuff at the Conjuring House where they're talking with Satori Hawes and Corey and Satori. They work at the Conjuring House now.
Okay. You know the Johnny House?
Yeah.
That movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I watched the video where it's shown the 50 Days of Johnny House.
Yeah, people investigating the Conjuring House. And it was pretty cool. They can like they talk and they hold hands or whatever. And the Corey and Satori, they hold hands and they can talk with spirits through knocking. It's really really neat. Yeah.
I know that's one thing that Dennis tries to do with the the answer and repeat.
Dude, he tries to do the shaving a haircut.
Yep.
And sometimes he gets a response too.
Yeah, I thought that was an interesting EVP you got when you asked them who they were afraid of.
Yeah, it comes through and it says really softly. It says Dennis.
Yeah.
And then after that, you hear me saying Dennis because it was like repeating what it said.
That took me a while to hear the initial because I thought when you were repeating it, I thought that was the EVP. And then when you said no, I was just validating. It does sound like Dennis.
Yeah, I was hoping it'd come through clear.
I found it.
Then that's trash. When it
This one my pumpkin?
yeah, it was or cut it out. Yeah, it was like I thought it would come. I was hoping it'd come through clear on the you okay?
I hit my feet. I kicked my feet right into the gate.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm gonna touch it in my feet.
This is what happens on Halloween.
Sugared up kid.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't have kids, so I could sugar up my nephews and then hand them back
Send
off.
them home. Yeah. Just one day a year.
Right.
I just gotta hide his candy from him, so he won't like go too crazy on it.
Right.
What is your favorite Halloween song?
Favorite Halloween song?
Jerry Dawson.
I forget who does it, it can either be a Halloween song or it can be a football song. It's a Purple People Eaters.
I heard that. I heard that at Sheets this morning.
Oh,
They were playing. I guess I had a Halloween mix going. They heard that when I went to get gas. I like.
Adrian says the Monster Mash.
Yes, it was a graveyard smash.
It was the Monster Mash. The Monster Mash. It was the tornado smash. The Monster Mash. It was the Monster Mash. Monster Mash. It was the tornado smash.
RJ likes spooky, scary skeletons. He likes Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
You mean the drill version?
I mean, like the song Ghostbusters. I like-
Ghostbusters.
I like Thriller.
Dad was written.
And Wiener Butters.
That's a good song.
Yeah, Thriller, I think, is one of my all-time favorites.
You hear that? You know, I had to play it on the way taking the kids to school this morning. I had to play that. I listened to a Nature Trail to Hell by Weird Al on the way home from trick or treating,
Okay.
which is actually a pretty funny song. Then you got of course the whole. What's your favorite Halloween cartoon?
I would have to go with. We just watched it today. What the heck was it? It was Scooby Doo. What was the title of that one that we watched today?
We have that bad word.
What?
Scooby Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Pantry House.
No.
Remember what you just said? Pantry House?
The Conjuring.
Yeah,
No.
the Pantry House.
I know what the Bantry House is, RJ.
It's the house was haunted.
Does it have bad words? No, it doesn't have bad words.
Oh, so I can watch it?
I guess. Probably does have bad words. I just know what the Bantry House is.
Right. Yeah.
You know what
So
the Bantry House is?
nope. Scooby Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf.
Ooh. Scooby Doo is like the Halloween show that you can watch all year round.
Dibby
Yeah.
dibby doo. Let it you. It's all that
RJ.
liquor.
Go to bed.
Night, RJ.
It's now it's 10 o'clock. You need to go to bed. If you're gonna hang out here, don't be singing unless you're told to sing.
Adrian says hers is the Great Pumpkin Patch.
Oh yeah, the Great Pumpkin. I watched that this afternoon.
Good grief, Charlie Brown.
You blockhead. Or what was it? Garfield Halloween
Yeah.
was a good one. We watched that. I haven't watched Sleepy Hollow yet,
Oh,
which I don't know if I'm gonna get around to it. It always feels like the day after a holiday is always depressing.
Right.
Like tomorrow is gonna be kind of like sad because the Halloween's gonna be over, and it's like it feels like it feels like it goes by so fast, even though it's been Halloween since middle of August, you know. But
One of
it's
my-
the time of year just goes by so fast.
One of my good friends messaged me today. She lives in Green Bay. She goes, "Yep, it's Halloween." She goes, "But tomorrow, Christmas is throwing up in my house."
It's like that line.
Right.
Once it gets to midnight, man, you know. I saw a meme where it's like this. It's like Mariah Carey is in like ice. It's like enjoy Halloween while you can because she's thawing. She's warming up, and you know it's gonna be like from Jack Skellington to Alf.
Right.
Once 11:59 goes to midnight, it's gonna be all Christmas.
Right.
It's like you don't see browns and oranges. You don't see turkey decorations for Thanksgiving. It's just goes
Right.
straight
It's Christmas.
into Christmas. But I don't mind it because, you know, Halloween basically starts, and like I said, August when Spirit of Halloween comes out, and that's
Yeah.
August, September, October, and people were like complaining about Christmas starting a month before December. It's like, well, honestly, Halloween's starting way earlier.
Right.
You know, I mean, you'll see Christmas decorations out at Walmart, but
And it'll be
I think-
interesting for us this year because we've got a new tree.
okay,
We
cool.
retired our old one last year and threw it out. And my dad works at Home Depot, so he picked us up one on clearance, and we haven't even opened the box yet. So
We've got just enough Christmas.
yep,
You know, it's just enough just to November and December,
right.
then into January, which
Well,
is depressing.
so what do you got coming up? Or what do you and I have coming up on the Freakin' Awesome
Let's see
show?
what we have coming up here. Let's check the book of. First of all, on Sunday we have got ballads,
Yes.
the Freakin' Awesome playlist, which will be fun. I haven't thought of any at all.
I've got a couple in mind. I gotta figure out a couple of more.
Yeah, I'm gonna try something different. I've got to play maybe 30 seconds of the song instead of
Right.
the full 2 minutes of it. So maybe it won't get copyrighted.
Right.
Probably will still though.
It happens.
You know, it is what it is. We have fun doing it. I don't even expect people to listen to it back. I just enjoy talking about songs.
Right.
You know. So we have Kat Snyder Gash on this next Tuesday. My friend Rory Sonia coming on the 14th. She's
Okay.
talking about Starseed children. I got somebody come on November 21st, but I forgot who it was. Oh, I gotta figure that out. 25th is free. We got Pungo Paranormal coming on December 5th. And then Elizabeth Conley and Nolan Ramey coming back on the show on
Nice.
December 12th. And then I guess the 19th will be our Christmas show.
Right.
And then, the day after Christmas will probably be Supernatural News, I guess, because I don't know if I'll be able to book anybody that day. So probably November 25th will be Supernatural News too.
Cool.
I like doing that doing that at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a reaction video or something.
That would be cool. I had fun doing that one.
Yeah, I enjoy doing the Nuke's Top 5 reaction videos.
Yeah.
So you have Holly coming up on Friday.
Yep. So like I've told you and like some of my listeners have heard, I don't know if your listeners have heard, but we have had a change in co-hosts. Karen Adrian Zarn she still is a co-host, but she's a college professor. So at this time of year, it's really hard for her to break away and get time to do first show. So she's stepping down to a guest co-host spot. And then our team member from Spirited Investigators Paranormal, CJ, is stepping up into the co-host spot. So next Tuesday we have Holly Mullins at 6:00.
Is it Tuesday or Friday?
That's a Friday.
Okay.
On the 10th, we have a show about trains. It's actually going to be about trains and the link to neurodiversity.
Okay.
Talking about how the majority of people who are into trains deep are people who are neurodiverse, and kind of what that link is, and why they like it. The 17th is going to be a show about the United States Forest Service. Going to have my dad Dan Zarn and his cousin Tom Lance on. They were both in the United States Forest Service in the 80s in Idaho. So they're going to talk about some of their times together. The weekend.
Happy Halloween.
Well, somehow CR got cut off there. I'm not sure what happened there. I did not cut him off. I promise. There we go. You got cut off there. I was like, I didn't cut him off, I swear.
Right. So the 17th, we're talking to Tom Lance and Dan Zarn about the United States Forest Service.
That's cool.
And then the 24th, we are talking to the director of Outer Realms Paranormal UK.
Well, that's going to be a fun
Shawnee
conversation.
Page.
Oh, man, that's going to be awesome.
And then our only show in December so far is going to be Rhonda Harris.
Ooh, another good show.
So we got them packed in.
Yeah, man. You're going to end this year on the right foot.
Right.
Well, guys, I hope you have had a good Halloween. Not have, it's over now. Have had a good Halloween. Now we're heading into Christmas. And yeah, it's this year's almost over. It's hard to believe. Hard to believe.
Yeah.
That 2023 is almost over.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm looking 40 right in the eyes.
Oh my gosh.
I'm probably young to everybody else, but it doesn't feel like it.
Nowadays, 40 is like the new 30.
Right.
All right, brother.
All righty. Well, we will see you Sunday, right?
Yes, we're back here. Me, you, and Rhonda. Hopefully,
Right.
Angie.
Same
And,
freaking awesome time.
Sounds good. I'm gonna try to find some songs between now and then. So, all right,
Right.
man. Talk to you later.
Yeah. See you later, Ryan.
Have a good one. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll be back here next Sunday at 9 o'clock with the freaking awesome playlist. Hope you have a great Halloween or had a great Halloween. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.